Well, I've been studying government grants, all kind of grants, for about 48 years now. I've sold millions and millions of copies of books on it, 2 New York Times bestsellers. I was a columnist for Good Housekeeping and on the New York Times bestseller list for a couple of years. And so that's why it's amazing what I see about grants nowadays. And there's two things that people should remember, because there's so many scammers out there and people trying to get your money and unscrupulously, whatever it is. But here's the two places to avoid. Number one is Google. Here's what happens. When you go to Google and you put in grants, you get, almost 4 billion, 3,740,000,000 grants. So all these people out there providing grants, they say, but they're really there to get your money about grants. They're either scamming you or going to charge you for something that you don't have to pay for. So stay away from Google. I mean, maybe eventually you want to use it, but not when you're starting something, because you're there for the scammers, and the people are going to play on your desperation or insecurity or unknowledge about what's really going on, with grants. So that's one thing to ignore. And the second is social media. Anybody who contacts you through social media, any of the platforms, Facebook, whatever, you name it, Twitter, or whatever they call it now, X, all these kinds of things, because it's a place for scammers to advertise cheaply. Well, actually, Google costs them a lot. The others cost them a lot. See, that's the other thing, is a place to make money. Social media and Google is a place to make money for people. So everyone's there trying to get money and trying to sell you. So they spend a lot of money and research trying to figure out what to say to get your money. And they could figure it out because the time it takes to test anything is infinitesimal, whatever that word is, yeah? And they could test 100 things a day, 100 things a second, on what really makes people buy what they have, even if they don't even have it. You're just judging by words. So they'll get your money because they're so clever at saying those words on Google and any social media, and now even on the telephone. They call you up and promise something. So just stay away. The other thing is, anybody who has a .com at the end of their website, stay away from. If they're offering you a grant, they're .com, you don't want to go there, because 100% of the programs that give out free money, grants, and that's it, are either .gov or .org. So if you're on the internet looking for grants, if it's not a .gov or .org, just walk on by and start looking for the other one. Now here's some, if you get scammed and things like that, here's the Federal Trade Commission keeps up on this kind of stuff. And so they're worried about government grant scams, and so they say it offers people that offer free money for education, home repairs, business expenses, unpaid bills, but they're all scams. Well, unfortunately, I say that too, don't I? That's why I only charge $20. These people will charge hundreds and even thousands of dollars. I'm trying to educate people about the real grants out there. But I'll put this link in the description below, because you should see this. When scammers reach you in a lot of different ways. Scammers make big promises. Oh, did I do that too? Sorry. Scammers try to look official. Yeah, well, that's what I really do, don't I? Scammers ask you for information or money. See, we don't. Unless you want to join us for $20, fine. Scammers try to be convincing. Do I do that? No, I don't yell and scream. That's why that's sales. So that's why the government doesn't even know what the heck they have. And this is good advice. If you paid a scammer, what to see? If you paid a scammer, okay, now this is the interesting thing. They tell you step by step, no matter what you pay, if you pay by credit card, bank account, a gift card, Western Union or MoneyGram, a wire transfer, a money app transfer, cryptocurrency, or did you send cash? They have the sources for you to get your money back, okay? So this is a very important thing that you want to know. If you gave the scammer your personal information, then what to do? Identity theft, change your password, etc. So they fix you up. If the scammer has access to your computer or phone, whoops, okay, what to do on that? So this is a very important source, and it's at the consumer.ftc.gov, and it's about scammers. So you want to know what to do if you were scammed. Okay. Now, what's interesting too is that I put in about government grants in .gov. Now, this is a very important site. It's USA.gov, and they talk about government grants and loans. And see, the government doesn't even know what the hell they have. It's a big organization. What are they? There's millions and millions of people working there, and it says avoid free money from government scams. Okay. And here's what the government is saying. The government does not offer free money or grants to people for personal needs. Learn how to report free money scams and find government benefits or loans to help with expenses. Well, I don't. Well, I guess they're saying a benefit is not a grant. Well, I don't know. So it's all the words. And I use grants because the name, and you're right. Actually, 80% of the free money that the government gives out is not even called grants. So this is, technically right, but it's free money, or it's direct payments. It's all kinds of other things that you don't have to pay back, but it's not grants. So the average person on the street, that doesn't mean any difference to them. So that's why that's not a good description here, but we'll let them go at this time. But it's up to you to find out. Now, here's the places to find out for sure. One, if you go grants.gov, okay, and they have a lot. At first, when that first came out, was really for professional grant writers for nonprofits and stuff like that. But they're getting more and more consumer-based stuff in there, so that's not a bad place to go. Okay, the other place is findhelp.org. Okay, because most grants that people need are really at the local level. It's federal money, but it goes to the state, goes to the county, goes to the city, whatever. And then there's local offices and nonprofit organizations that have those grants. So here at Find Help is a good place to start that. So I'll put in my zip code, 2209, and search here. And you have it by category. And these are all. Everybody in this database will give you money or free services. None of them will ever ask for you for money. Now, this is where you want to go. Okay, same way with grants.gov. Everybody there is giving money and not asking for money and don't even charge. Same thing here. That's where, they're the databases you want to know. Okay, here for food, for housing, for goods, transit, health, money, care, education, work, legal. All those things are free. Here, if you put money, financial assistance. There are 697 grants in here for financial assistance. Now, all these are not even everything that's available. This is just a place to start so you don't get waltzed around in Google and what I call, going around in Google circles. And people do that for weeks and months and even years sometimes and still never get anything. No, you have to stay away from there. Use these services first. And that's what I'm trying to teach people at letsgohelp.com. We're not a .org, but we do give out money. That's amazing. So everybody thinks you have to, and that's really true. But what we do is give our profits back to members. So right now we're giving over $95,000 this month. We give $75,000 usually every month. We've done that for like a year and a half or more. And now it's up to $95,000. And that's because a lot of people aren't picking up their money. So we're giving it back to other people. And we're doing it in our love grant. We have a Valentine's Day love grant. I'll give you $500 to be your Valentine, or for you to be my Valentine. How's that? And that's what they're doing. So every month we do that. It's all only for members, and it takes nothing to apply. You put one sentence what you need the money for. Bim bam, you're in the hat, and see if we play. And then if you didn't win this time, next time, whatever. I mean, I just was reading a note a member sent me that she played 6 times, finally won. Well, $500, man. That covers a couple of years worth of subscription base, because we at a yearly rate, it's only like $10 a month. So $500, and she's paid $10. That's pretty good odds, isn't it? And then, we have only thousands of people versus the government grant people, hundreds of thousands of people applying for those grants. So let us try to help you and teach you about the great services and money that's available in this country for you to live a better life. I mean, the rich people use the hell out of it, man. Most of the government is used, in my impression, is that they're making billionaires out of millionaires because those rich people know how to use this system so well. You have to too. But it takes just a little practice to use it. Like you learn to ride a bicycle, you learn to drive a car, you learn to to use the internet, you learn to use the computer, all that. You could do this. And we're here to help you 24 hours a day, unlimited help, personal help. Yeah, person. I'm one of the persons. And the members are the other persons. We have a lot of people to help you. So let us help you get the money you need to really succeed in life. There's a lot of fun things to do in life if you're not pressured by all the bad shit that's happened to you. Bad shit happens to everybody. But let us help you get out of it so you can really enjoy this life because it's out there to be enjoyed. It's going to be there whether you're miserable or not. So let us make you not miserable.